Morning, guys. Back with Never Alone, and it is dawn out here. We're getting ready for a day of snow wheeling. So got the Jeep warming up at the moment, and the sun's about to come up soon. It should be a good time. Getting the Jeep warming up. Get ready to go. See ya. Guys, we are headed up the mountain. We're gonna try to go to Mission Ridge today, which is in Washington. See what we can do. There's no snow, it's kind of just a sheet of ice at the moment, but see how it goes. Stay along for the trip with us. So our goal for this trip up in the woods was to, like I said, reach to Mission Ridge, which is in between Ellensburg and Wenatchee in Washington. And so we started about 2,000 feet of elevation, and our goal was to reach the peak at 6,800 feet of elevation. I believe it's 6,857 feet, which is the Mission Ridge peak. Our goal was to wheel up there for quite a few miles and reach the top before the trails were groomed. So this is us just heading up the mountain, looking for different trails and things that we could hit. The snow was about only, 6 inches deep or so at this part, and so we were headed up looking for some deeper snow, and with 4,500 feet of elevation gain, we were able to find that snow further on up, but for quite a while, probably 2,000 feet of elevation gain, we were stuck at about 6 inches of snow until we got up to this point, which it was about 1.5 feet of snow, which is exactly what we were looking for as we were heading up the mountain. This side hill was a pretty fun experience. The trail had been kind of covered by a snowdrift, so you can see that Jeep is at a pretty steep angle with kind of the angle of the mountain. So that was a pretty fun trail to bust through because I went first. And this part of the trail was really fun because I got to lead the group through this area that hadn't been driven on in a while, and so it was probably about 1.5 feet of snow and kind of narrow trees that were really tall on either side, and just kind of carving my way up the mountain. And so this was pretty fun to just kind of blast up there, and then we got to some deeper snow here, and so I had one of my buddies in front of me, and he had a little bit bigger tires, and I was kind of getting eaten up. I was dragging my axles in the snow, so I had him go in front of me for a bit, and he was just working it back and forth. And then yeah, he ended up getting stuck pretty good, so I had to pull him backwards, and we had to find some better methods. So our better method was putting our third rig with 46s as opposed to that Cherokee with 35s, putting him up front and having him carve his way up the mountain. So that was our best option. Unfortunately, about 300 feet of elevation short of Mission Ridge, we just couldn't get past this drift of snow that was about 3 feet deep, so we got stuck here. This hill to get to the top of the mountain, and it has got a big snowdrift. Those are 46s right now. Probably 2 or probably 3 feet of snow up there where he's at. Trying to forge a path for us. Those who don't know, that's a Ford Ranger on 46s, 1 tons. Just working it back and forth, slowly getting it. So because we couldn't make it all the way up to Mission Ridge, we had a fire up there for a couple hours where we were stuck, and then we started flying back down the mountain. We ran into the snowcat that grooms all those trails up there for snowmobiles, so we had to find an alternate route and then end up going over the pile of snow at the beginning of the groomed trail. So we got a couple clips of going over that snow pile just to get out of the hills right here. Oh yeah. That was sick.